Howells likes.
A little bit deep for Will Howells to start us up.
It's in the program audio. Thanks. They just said 16, wherever that word is. That's what we're hearing. I think it's Grand Slam, I'm guessing.
Oh, what a shot there by Howells. And these two are from the same area in Florida. So you familiar faces, even though Howells is new to the PPA. Interesting. Howells choosing to approach in on the Staksrud forehand. Wouldn't be the side I go to.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Will Howells chatted with me ahead of the match saying Federico is somebody he trains with a lot, especially in singles down in the hotbed, Southwest Florida. So if you're not going to approach the forehand wing for Fed, where are you approaching to if you're Will Howells? Middle or backhand?
No, definitely the backhand. But you have to be careful because when Federico uses his feet and runs around that backhand corner, he's very dangerous. So maybe he's just trying to open up that backhand right now. And you're definitely going to see Federico targeting the Howells forehand.
Say that again.
Drop volley to perfection. Howells almost gets the ATP on it, but Federico Staksrud, king of the cat and mouse.
Yeah, the monitor's working now, it looks like, but the audio's still messed up.
Ooh. What a setup. Break down the point construction there, Leia.
Staksrud using his legs and dipping the ball low to Howells' feet and then making Howells hit up on that first volley, finding the forehand. It's been much improved by Federico Staksrud, really using his legs and dipping the ball low.
Drop volley back to you, and Federico Staksrud is on it.
Quick start here by Staksrud. And if you're Howells and you see Staksrud hit a backhand, you can pretty much predict he's not going to hit it hard. He's going to take pace off and try and dip it low. We have our first.
Hunter Johnson currently occupying that spot. 2,000 points on the line. Well, Federico slowed down that backhand that time, but gave himself a little bit more time, lofting it deep, keeping Howells at bay.
Staksrud off to a quick 6-0 lead. You know, it's tough when you're coming into the PPA with no seeding. Hunter Johnson ran into this a couple years ago. You're going to be playing the big guns very early. Ooh!
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
And how about if you're Federico, you're the 2 seed and you're running into Will Howells in the round of 64.
It's fun for nobody.
Will did acknowledge, though, he's happy that it's all about points in the rankings and you have to earn it to get towards the top, though not suiting him at the moment.
Oh, man. Howells is really struggling below the net right now. He's really kind of just biffed a couple of those low volleys that are going off base.
What a drive from Staksrud. Lost his footing a bit there. Seems to be okay.
Okay. So the second time out here by Howells, who's searching for answers.
In pickle territory now, Leah. When you're scouting an opponent in singles, obviously Howells and Staks are very familiar.
No free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 8-0. Time in. 8-0.
Wow. Silky smooth from Staksrud. Pickle territory here for Howells.
Nice ball. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see, Howells is really struggling on what to do with those balls below the net. It is something to be said. We are using a lifetime ball. A lot of the PPA players are now accustomed to playing balls below the net. But I remember back in May when we were first using this, that's where I really struggled, was on the volleys and the balls below the net.
Game point, pickle point here for Fed.
Yeah, nice.
There it is. So why, explain that a little bit more. Below the net, what's different about the lifetime ball compared to Vulcan in that way?
The Vulcan was a lot lighter, so you can manipulate it a lot more. The lifetime ball is less susceptible to spin, so you can't spin it as much, and it's just heavier. It's more so plays like a tennis ball.
Heavier but faster, too.
Yeah, it's a bullet. I think all the players have now adjusted to it.
I think it makes singles more interesting in that way. I'm not sure what your player perspective is.
Yeah, I mean, now that I've adapted and like grind out ground strokes, like, but it was, the Vulcan was nice for just
Wow.
for pure pickleballers.
And speaking of that, pickle performance to start for Federico Staksrud, 11-0 in game one. Game two just around the corner here in the round of 64. Spot in tomorrow's round of 32 on the line. Staksrud looking sharp in the desert.
Scan the QR code.
Federico Staksrud, Will Howells making an appearance back on the PPA Tour full time. And match two of the day for Howells, not going as planned.
Yeah, he's got to make more balls right now.
1-0.
Get his legs into it and get some power behind it. Staksrud's really having his way.
Yeah, he is.
You're never gonna, yeah, Howells is just never gonna win a cat and mouse point either.
And after winning the first game, Leah, Federico Staksrud 2-19-14.
Yeah, he's a good front runner.
94% win percentage, not too shabby.
Oh, wow.
Oh, finds the corner on the board.
Correction. Spread out.
And there's that drop right below the net, as we said, Mish. Howells made a great shot off of that this time, but there we go.
Point.
If your opponent returns cross, the line is always open. Oh,
Spread out.
Well, Fed just exemplified that.
looks like Howells is kind of, I don't want to jinx him, but I think he's finding a little bit of his footing here.
Hard to find your footing, though, against a guy like Fed, it seems.
He's suffocating. And Fed also likes to play extremely quick, kind of Anna Lee Waters-esque, where they kind of get you going into their rhythm. When they're hot, they step up to the line. They do everything very quick. It's very hard in the moment to remind yourself to go a little slower. I mean, that is a good look. He's serving good, and that is a pretty routine forehand there, Mish.
Yes.
Another nice point for Fed. What's the most suffocating part of his game from where you see it? Is it the consistency, shot selection, pace of play, all the above?
Yeah, it's just the all-around play.
Wow, drop volley to perfection again.
Point. Timeout receiver, 5-1.
Oh, man. Just like that, 5-1 lead. Again, Staksrud setting it up with that low backhand.
So as for your approach to the Masters, you've got to buy into the next round.
Time in, 5-0. Set out.
So if you're Howells, got pickled in game one, down 5-1 in the second, mentally, how do you regroup and get back to your style?
1-5.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the best at answering that question. But
Nice.
Point.
if I were Howells, I would normally what I do is I just start going for broke. And he definitely has that. He has a great serve and really good first drives.
2-5.
Someone like him can get going very quickly. Just everything
Set
is a
up.
little bit short. He's missing a lot in the net. I like to see a little bit more legs behind the ball.
Five two.
Oh,
Set out.
almost got there.
Howells is hanging around right now. Staksrud's been stuck on 5 for a minute.
2-5.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Slips one through down the line. Will Howells back on the board. Take another look, Lip.
Great movement. And he got the shot he wanted. He likes his backhand. Doesn't matter where in the court he is. He loves that backhand side.
That was sick. Howells, of course, a member of the
3-5.
New Jersey Fives. Has that burst ability.
He plays well in Dream Breakers. Oh,
That
man.
out.
He plays well in Dream Breakers for them.
Five three. Point. Six three.
Perfect coverage.
Set up.
Chips it to the corner.
Great kitchen line demand there by Howells. And this is within reach.
I think we're getting more of a Will Howells-like performance so far in game two.
3-6.
Ooh. Call is...
Point.
Will Howells called it wide. Fed, I think, is going to challenge this one. No?
No?
All right. Let's take another look.
Yeah, I can't
Got
see
lucky.
it.
4-6.
Great serve.
Wow.
Howells has got to do
Set
more
up.
with that volley. That was a great setup. Into the Staksrud backhand. And when Federico Staksrud gives you something remotely high, either go back behind him or hit the volley. He's too quick and too good on the run.
6-4.
Oh, wow.
Set out.
There you see it again, though. Staksrud is essentially just dipping the ball low, so you hit the ball up for him to get that forehand where he has a ton of options. Good fight off there by Howells.
Four, 6. Set out.
It's really the forehand approaches that are killing him right now.
Why do you think it is?
You know, I don't know. I've had my fair share of forehand misses, so I can't say I'm an expert.
6-4.
Oh. Oh, wow. See ya.
Man, fed
Point.
right into the cat and mouse. Fed Staksrud was desiring 7-4. Another look at it.
I mean, Howells was way ahead in that point. Fed was able to do what Fed does, which is get a little cat and mouse in there.
How does he reel that back in, even when he's behind in a point?
It's been a much improved part
7-4.
of it. I mean, I remember Fed working on it back in 2023.
Set out.
But it's pretty automatic. No matter what, he's just going to take pace off and dip it. That seems to be the backhand he's most comfortable with. So if I'm Howells, like, I am mentally sitting there.
4-7. Set out.
He could maybe even look to take a step back.
Timeout server. 7-4.
Kind of like how a lot of the girls do. I don't tend to, but it's a good look as well.
Yeah, timeout taken, an offensive one on Howell's side. We'll be right back with the rest of Getty back and
7-4.
mixed alongside Rachel Rohrbacher, debuting that partnership. Too good. Cross
Point.
court wide open. Staksrud sniffs it out.
Eight, 4. Point. Nine, 4.
Game
Point.
point, match points for Staksrud.
I feel like Howells got a little bit of momentum there in the beginning of the second game, and then Fed really upped his
10-4.
level here. Great serve.
Big serve takes the net,
Point game
controls the
match.
point. Staksrud grabs it in 2 and moves on to the round of 32. He'll face the Share Bear next. 37 seed. Well done, well played. What jumped out to you the most, Leah, here in the round of 64 for Mr. Staksrud?
Just clean, doing what Fed does, making a lot of balls.
Clean indeed. Coming up next, it's women's singles. Leah's specialty, Maya Bowie and Elsie Hendershot will take their shot against each other. We'll be right back with more from the desert. Staksrud moves on to the round of 32.